Welcome. Do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Now let's move on to the news. Nurtw set up Caretaker Committee for Lagos office and releases member list. Let's get into the details. The National Union of Radio Transport Workers (NURTW) has set up a 9-man caretaker committee to oversee and coordinate operations of the union across Lagos, following the dissolution of the State Administrative Council (SAC) in the state. NURTW said that the decision to urgently constitute a caretaker committee was to prevent any vacuum in administration of the transport body activities and to ensure members continuously support the government's master plan for transport development in Lagos. According to the union, the 9-man caretaker committee will be led by Fatai Adeshino, a stakeholder in the transportation sector, and the committee will operate for the next 3 months as stipulated in the union's constitution. Other members of the committee were Sunday Yusuf, Abraham Onifade, Jamiu Erinfolami, Ismaili Ojora, Lekon Ariyibi, Murtala Lawal, Taiwo Aziz, while Kayode Agbeyangi would serve as the secretary. The appointees' names were contained in a letter written to the state governor, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, and signed by the national president of the NURTW, Tajuddin Barrowa, as well as the general secretary, Kabiru Adoya, and leaked to the Guard on Tuesday. The letter, dated April 14th, NURT stated that the committee was carefully picked for members and that they were committed to the development of the transportation sector of Lagos. The body noted that they would manage affairs of Lagos chapter after SAC dissolution, which was done to bring sanity to the union's operation across the metropolis. According to the letter, in order not to allow the vacuum created to be affected by outside influences, the National Secretariat deemed it necessary to now set up a caretaker committee to replace the dissolved SAC, sequel to which a 9-member caretaker committee is hereby constituted to take charge of the affairs of the State Council for the next 3 months. While thanking the governor for his support over the years, the body's national leadership appealed to Sanwo-Olu to allow the existing harmonious relationship between NURTW and the Lagos state government to continue, and that it will be extended to the newly appointed officers. The letter came barely 2 weeks after the Transport Union dissolved its Lagos Chapter Administrative Council, formerly led by Musulu Akinsoya, popularly known as MC Oluomo, who was recently suspended over misconduct and insubordination. The dissolution of the Lagos SAC brought an end to MC Oluomo's administration before its council was allegedly adjourned by the former chairman for other activities that were not related to any RTW affairs. Well, a lot of people have not reacted well to this, as they have been saying that it's a stupid idea and it's not right and it's inappropriate. And some people said, according to Sahid Tajuddin, he said this is rubbish. People have been complaining and did not like what is happening, and people are saying that the governor is trying to redeem himself because he has gotten so many complaints. Well, people are not happy, and they're saying that the governor is trying to redeem himself, that the governor is trying to look good, being the good books of people, because people were not happy when he appointed MC Olomo as the chairman of the Management Parks and Garage Committee. Well, the National Union of Radio Transport Workers decided that they had to set up a 9-man committee operations for the union across the state. They had to find people that will oversee the union of the state, because we all know that the governor he dissolved the state administrative council SAC in the state. So now they decided that okay, they will have to set up a committee that will oversee everything. Now they cannot just leave the union like that, because we all know that MC Oloma is not more in the union. He has been appointed and given a new post ever since he was suspended as the chairman of the Lagos chapter Nurtw. And well, they have set up a 9-man caretaker committee to oversee and coordinate operations of the union across the places in Lagos, across the cities in Lagos. And they said they had to do it. That it was a decision they had to make because they urgently needed a caretaker committee to prevent any vacuum in the administration of the transport body's activities. They needed someone to see the activities, to oversee the activities of the union in Lagos State. And they didn't want any vacuum. They didn't want anybody to misuse their power and all, because we all know what happened with MC Olomo. So they are trying to prevent it. They are trying to make sure that someone else does not do what MC Olomo did, or someone else does not misuse the power or incite people or behave in such a bad manner and all. So they are trying to they're trying to set up a committee to oversee these activities, to oversee the transport activities, to oversee these transport bodies. And they have urged people, they have urged these committees to make sure that they always answer back to the governor. They have urged them to always answer back to the governor. We all know that this committee set up will be overseeing the activities of transportation in Lagos, and if there's any break or there's anything that is not done well, they are to roger that to the governor. They have to go back and tell the governor that, oh, this thing that happened today was not right, this thing that happened today was not good. So they are basically like in charge of relating anything that happened, any bad thing, they're in charge of relating it back to the governor. So this 9 committee, which I feel that it might be good and it might not be good, because a lot of committees have been set up. You set up M. Solomo as the chairman of the parks and garage management committee, and we all know that M. Solomo is not going to let this go. He doesn't want anybody watching his activities or overseeing anything for him. So basically, there might be a fight, there might be a tussle, there might be something in between though, because we all know what has been happening with MC Olomo and NURTW and the news we have been hearing. According to news outlets, according to sources, according to people, we all see what has been going on, which is really evidence. We all can recall that they even arrested 5 people in connection with the MC Olomo's people and the Tohan's people. We all know that they are loyal, they're MC Olomo loyalists, and the chairman of Tohan, their loyalists, also clashed. Like yesterday, yes, they clashed yesterday. They had a fight concerning the administration of the parks. And we all see what is going on. And this committee set up might bring another issue again. Because I feel that someone who is trying to play on the good side of people, he knows that people are angry, are really pissed with him for what he did, because you knew that M. Solomon was suspended based on his subordination, incitement, and some other allegations which was brought against him, and you went ahead and even gave him a better job. You gave him the chairman of a new committee you set up. And now we all see that people are not agreeing to it. We all see the way people are angry. People are talking. People are reacting to it. And you went ahead to set up this committee to redeem yourself. And I hope that it actually works and they oversee the transportation, because we can't have another crisis. We already have insecurity in Nigeria. We already see what is going on, and we all know that we can't have another crisis. We can't have another breakdown, because if there's already insecurity in Nigeria, a lot of things are already going on. We can't have another violent fracas again, because this transportation is taking a really violent turn. Because now people are fighting. Loyalists are fighting each other. They do not want this person to take their park. They don't want this other person to take their park. So I pray that they try to They try to solve this mystery that is really going on, and they try to curb it really fast so it does not get into something so huge to the extent that people will start running for their lives and their safety. Well, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And to our loyal listeners, we love you. Continue to subscribe. Thank you.